Hey Gemini, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be getting your final monthly reading of the year, December 2024. We're going to be asking Oracle and Tarot, what's coming towards you? What do you need to know about? And I just want to say a quick thank you so much for all your likes and your subscribes, all of your support. And I just love seeing how you guys are interacting with one another, how you're supporting one another. That's what it's all about. You know, we may be strangers in one sense, but we really can relate to one another in more context than we realize. So with that, I just want to send the invitation to say hi or leave an emoji if you'd like for us to pray for you. And finally, I'll just say, if you've been to these readings before, you find that you really enjoy them, consider subscribing. It's free and you won't miss a reading. And it's also a great way to support the channel. So, all right, you guys, what's coming towards Gemini, December 2024? What do they need to know about? We only take the cards that fly out because this is a conversation that the tarot wants to have with you, Oracle as well. It says declutter. So let me expand on that. You'll feel better and more focused if you take the time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items, and be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. And sometimes what's really powerful is what is not said is, why would you want to declutter? So there is the sense of control it gives us, right? It gives us an empowering sense of control in our lives. And, you know, we have to have that as human beings. We're pretty fragile, you know, so we find ways to compartmentalize reality. And it's nice that we have thumbs and we can do things with our hands that give us a sense of calm and peace. So decluttering can be that. It can be physical, but also it can be in preparation to make room for new things to come. So let's just see where your messages take us. I always like to look for the theme early on. At the very end of the reading, we're going to be choosing a mantra, now I'm spacing out on the name. I want to say, a mudra. A mudra. Basically, these are different hand gestures that we can make. If you've ever gotten really into yoga, we use these mudras in yoga, but they each come with an affirmation and a message. And that's kind of something you can take into the physical realm that you can do maybe while you're praying or meditating during this period of time in December. So I'm excited about that. Our second message is a message of the hawk, and my nose is itching, which is always like, pay attention. And it says, pay attention. A powerful message is being communicated to you now. All right, you guys, let's get into it. So we're going to see what cards fly out for you in tarot, and then I'm going to just give you a general feel for the message, and we'll unpack it from there. And you guys, be real with yourselves. Not all Gemini readings are always going to fit you every time, right? So if it doesn't resonate, let it go. Okay, what's coming towards Geminis? December 2024. Interesting message so far. Let's get another one, and then I'll let you know what the cards are for Geminis. I will say there's been an interesting theme I've noticed with a lot of the signs, and it could be that it's a holiday season for many, and that brings up a lot of interesting things between family and memories and all that. But I would be BSing you if I said that like it was a hunky-dory, light and fluffy month for a lot of people, you know? So this is an interesting message. We start with a 7 of Cups. We have a contradiction in your message so far that I want to unpack. There seems to be, you have 2 Wands cards throughout these. Now, wands represent kind of the action in life, the doing in life, these moments, key moments where something is started. You know, a passion turns into a project, or something turns into communication. In this case, excuse me, I'm having a little bit of trouble with my throat, and it's not because I have a cold, it's only with your reading. We have you looking through a cloudy place and trying to see where you can make progress. Yeah, where you can make progress. So there's this sense of wanting to make progress and having to kind of go like this to part the clouds, to part what is delusion, what is imagination, what is, for some of you guys, What is it that you are able to commit to, and what is kind of fluff? So it feels like a fog. And fog is there for a reason sometimes. So I don't want to suggest that fog is a negative thing in this case. We have 3 of Wands, which is the ability to clearly make out your progress, to move forward, and it's clarified by 2 of Wands. This feels like, Gemini, there's a certain order of things, and when we go out of order, and I'll give you an example, but when we go out of order, then things kind of feel discombobulated. The example I want to give you is putting the old saying, putting the cart before the horse. So this is the good old-fashioned phrase, putting the cart before the horse. There's something that if you've been feeling a little negative or having a feeling of holding back with a contradiction of wanting to move forward in something, if you feel distracted or like the details haven't fallen into place yet, and you're kind of like, I want to go forward, but I can't quite see the map. It's because there's something about making this progress, this expansion, and this committing to a plan that is coming before some initial plans. There's some things that you need to think out first. So it's a great time to revisit that drawing board, and maybe it's a pros and cons list, maybe it's a checklist. This is saying, have you checked all the boxes? Have you considered the travel from point A to point B, so to speak? Because once that gets oriented, it looks like it really wants to bust through whatever this is that you want to make progress on. Now that could be literally making a trip, travel plans. It could literally be, usually these are the actions in life. So this could be getting a new job. This could be moving. Tell me more about this. Wands. Okay, so there might be a little bit of conflict here, maybe some inner conflict that's worth paying attention to. What about this 5 of Swords? Great, I love this 6 of Wands. This is a total victory. It feels as if once you pay attention to this, it wraps up really quickly, you can move forward, but there's a little bit of a conflict, whether it's inner or outer conflict happening around you. Let's get a little bit more on, we've got the Death card upside down, clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. I have a feeling that you guys there's this solid opportunity to make money, or this is the gift of value. So this could be literal money falling into your lap. This could be, let me get some more information on this before I speak. I love how your ending reads at the reading ends, your ending reads. That's the same thing, I guess. 8 of Wands. So we're going to get there soon, but it's a very interesting direction it's going to, because it's so specific. It's the message over and over again. And the fact that my throat keeps catching, it makes me wonder if there's something that needs to be communicated, because something needs attention here. Just like putting the cart before the horse, when it comes to this valuable opportunity, or that sense of prosperity, something coming towards you, whether it's money or a gift of some sort, it could even be self-worth, self-value. There is a sense of something that needs attention, something that is carrying a bit of negativity. Excuse me. And there's almost a focus on the feeling it gives you more than the action of taking care of it. 7 of Swords. Deception. What is this? Okay, yeah, there's something that you're, again, being called to pay attention to. How do you do that? You know what? This is a great time to go within. It's like a great time to literally close the door, go on a long drive, go for a walk outside, whatever it is, where you can quiet the noise and distractions from the outside, because you have this knowledge, this clarity that is about to drop on your lap. This is Ace of Swords. All the swords represent knowing, it's courage, it's mental strength, it's strategy, it's thoughts, it's our brain. So we talked earlier about the 2 of Wands. following the Three of Wands, putting the cart before the horse. You cannot make progress on this before something needs your attention. And some of that is actually kind of divine. It's going to be gifted to you. Simply, all you have to do is allow yourself to go quiet. There's something that is being represented by the Deception card of the Seven of Swords. And this is just the wool being pulled over your eyes. Now, this could be somebody else pulling the wool over your eyes, or it feels more like it's just something that you haven't gotten a chance to look at, or you have not given it, you haven't given it enough thought, but it's going to pop right there. And then all of a sudden the energy picks up. We have acceleration. This is either travel or this is fast communication. Something comes into you. This is good news. A goal is near. And we get our wands again, right? This is Five of Pentacles. I'm going to get a new deck. Five of Pentacles. Boom. Justice. So yeah, something needs, okay, good. So we've got the Chariot card, the Star card, your hopes and dreams are coming true, Justice. This is all like fair. Okay, I'm going to be straight up for a lot of you guys. This just feels like some way that your money might be bleeding out, or you're not crossing your T's and dotting your I's. Like there's either a missed opportunity or something that needs attention that could allow this valuable Ace of Pentacles, your coins, to kind of leak away from you. So I think you do get good news or travel that suggests movement forward in a positive way here, but you are being called to look at something that might be giving you a loss, a deficit. And it's kind of the wool needs to be pulled away from your eyes, and you're going to have this clarity, and then everything picks up. It's really positive, but it's all represented by the Justice card. So this is, even legalities work into this, lawyers, legal system, contracts. But this is also a very this is about things need to be balanced. That inkling feeling where you're like, for instance, let me give you an example. Ordered a table off of Amazon. It arrived without any of its hardware. So couldn't put the 10-person table together, right? Here's Thanksgiving. We don't have anything to eat on. And I contact the seller. And I tried to do all the Amazon things. I contact the seller and contact Amazon, blah, blah, blah. And I had that inkling. It was not until everything was quiet, door is shut, about to go to sleep, and I'm just with myself. And boom, basically an Ace of Swords drops into my mind. And it's just this knowing of you know what? I haven't done this one step. I have to go back and open up my account and follow protocol. I have this feeling that message didn't even get to the seller. And sure enough, there was another step that once I did it, you can call them or whatever. And once I did that, it was like it all started moving forward. That's exactly the energy in your reading. So it doesn't have to be absolutely crazy, but this is tarot saying, hey, pay attention. And even the hawks told you in the very beginning, pay attention, a powerful message is being communicated to you now. Declutter. I wonder how that works into this. Let's look at this. Feel better if you focus, take your time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. Something needs your attention. And we get the Lovers card. The Lovers card doesn't have to be romantic, but it could be in relationship to another that you want harmony with. We earlier got Five of Swords, which talks about when you're making these plans, there's a sense that you might be jumping too far ahead without checking in on a detail. Now that could be around a certain amount of conflict around something, or it could be just a sort of a detail around finances that you've not considered. And Lovers does talk about a choice. So it doesn't have to be with a person. It could be talking about having harmony within a choice. Anything else about this? Five of Pentacles in particular. Yep, a choice. Two of Swords. There might be a difficult choice here. And instead of looking at the difficult choice, a few of you guys have decided, you know what, I'm just going to move ahead anyway. We don't need to make that choice. It'll sort itself out. La, 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 la. I don't hear it. I don't see it, And so it's going to hurt you in the end. It'll either hurt you financially or it'll hurt your plans somehow. So this is just Tarot's friendly Five of Swords. Again, so there's this conflicting energy. You just got this, and I just talked to you about it. Yeah, make sure you don't give yourself a hollow victory, right? The illusion that you're moving forward, putting that cart before the horse, it's not going to get anything done, right? The horse is just going to knock into it over and over again. Yeah, so let's because once that happens, everything moves forward. Moves forward really, really well. For your mudra, we have enthusiasm, a new start. Yes, you do want this start. I know you do. So I'm going to show you how to, it's just very simple, right? So we've got, oh, weird. I know, one sec. I know. I wish I could memorize this too. Yeah. It's this one. How interesting. Your ring finger on one hand, your middle finger on the other. Enthusiasm, a new start. Your mantra that goes with this, I start afresh and taste the beginner's eagerness. Yes. This mudra helps at the start of things, like a new project or when you plan a change in your circumstances. It activates the energies needed for getting down to it, for keeping going, and for the patience and for optimism required. So regularly starting anew is as much part of life as the spring is part of the year. Even the oldest of trees produce new branches, leaves, and blossoms, and the smallest beginning can produce great things. A fresh start brings new impetus, pulls one out of a rut, presents a welcome challenge, helps us to dare and bring excitement and success into our lives. In your mind's eye, you can already see what is freshly emerging. You work on the picture until it completely meets your needs, desires, and possibilities and fires your enthusiasm. There's a lot going on here. Fresh start is inevitable, but details are going to be important. The details are going to be important, and the order in which things are done. All right. Hope that was helpful. Please like, please subscribe, become a friend. Talk to you soon. Yeah.